What is going on, gamers? Can you believe this? We're here. It's me, FedoraBoy, here with Pokemon Pearl version on the Nintendo DS. Except not really, because obviously it's being emulated. Don't tell Nintendo that; they will kill me. Let's go. Let's just jump right in. I think. Um, Pressing start. If the thing will work. Oh, it's not working. Why is my thing not working? Oh God. What? Now it's working? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Pokemon Pearl. This game is one that I played years ago and have played multiple times before, blah blah blah. You know, you guys have played Pokemon Pearl, obviously. It's an old game. Who's this guy? You know who this is. This is Professor Rowan. Probably the older of the Pokemon professors. He definitely looks the oldest. I don't need any info, Professor. I'm a Pokemon gamer, obviously. Pokeball. Touch the Pokeball with my Pokemon stylus that I definitely have. Let me just touch it. Eh. Wow, I touched the Pokeball. And look, a Pokemon that is so fucking rare that I definitely won't be catching one this playthrough. By the way, guys, I don't know about you, but this is a Pokemon Nuzlocke, something that I've always wanted to do and just never done it because, well, I'm just not smart enough to do it. I can't it's a Nuzlocke. I'm gonna do a Nuzlocke in this game. I should realistically play Platinum because that just makes the more sense. Makes the more sense. That made sense, right? But here we are, playing Pearl, the one that I like more. I'm a boy. That's a pretty loaded question nowadays, Professor. You're gonna have to change your ways. What is my name? I'm just gonna do this. No, not others. No, that's wrong. I know how to spell, trust me. The input delay is a little crazy. But that's my name. I'm Fedora. Yes. I am Fedora, yes, Professor. That is what I said. This boy here, once again, Professor, assuming genders, but we're not gonna question. This was like what? When did this game come out? 2006. Who is this person? New name. This is no Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi. Who's that, you wonder? Well, one of my friends. That's been his like name for a long time. It just kind of stuck. I don't know. He's trying to change it, but this is like his name. His, username, if that makes sense. Yes, this is no Wi-Fi. Yes. Time has come for me to become a Pokemon journey goer. And no one will die, I promise. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to do this whole Let's Play thing. I don't know what to talk about ever. There's not really a lot going on in my personal life that I could talk about anyway. So I guess I could talk about the game. Red Gyarados failed to appear because Lance already caught that, so that doesn't exist. But here we are in the game. Search for the Red Gyarados. Next time, same time. Yup, I understand. I'm definitely not watching any more TV after this point. How do I access? No, not that. Let's go here. Options immediately. Turn text speed on fast. Battle scene. I'll leave those off. Battle style. I know for Nuzlocke it's usually set, so I guess I'll do that. Make my life difficult. Yeah, we'll just do all this. Button mode, yeah, that's fine. This is all fine. For those of you who are living under a rock and don't know what even a Pokemon, I forgot how long the saving takes in these earlier games. Jesus Christ. For those of you who don't know what a Pokemon Nuzlocke is, basically, you go through the Pokemon game, and if your Pokemon faints, it's basically dead. So you can't use that Pokemon anymore, and it's just, you gotta get a new one. A few other rules are, held items. I mean, you could use held items, like, on your Pokemon, but, like, potions you can't really use in battle. At least if you want to make it harder for yourself, and, like, the rules are, like, only the first Pokemon in the given region, or in the given route, you're allowed to catch, which again makes it harder because you're only allowed the first Pokemon that you encounter on the route. So in this game, let's say I encounter a Bidoof on Route 1, which is probably most likely. I go to, and I know that on Route 1 there are Starlies, which are the better option. Oh shit, I was supposed to go in his house. But how do you know that, random NPC who I have no interaction with? But yeah, only allowed the first Pokemon on a given route, and that's basically it. Anyway, this dude fucking fining me $1 million, fucking as if I have $1 million on my person. I'm only 10 years old after all. In-game, I'm only 10 years old in-game. Just make that clear. And now we're hit with some of the best fucking music in the entirety of Pokemon. Listen to this soundtrack. Route 201, amazing. So guys, how are you doing? This is all new for me. I don't know what to talk about. If you guys have any suggestions about what I should talk about during this type of game, leave it down below in the comments, because I don't know what I'm doing. Another great fucking music track here. The fucking lake theme in Gen 4. Gen 4, I think, has some of the best pieces of Pokemon music that has ever existed. You got Route 201, you got the lake theme. Jubilife City is fucking amazing. Route 206, I think, is the one. And of course, you got Cynthia's theme. Ugh, so much good stuff. It's great. Anyway, that's Professor Rowan and also Dawn. Yeah, they're gonna try and leave. I don't really care about either of them. Also, guys, I don't know. Oh my god, what am I trying to say? I'm gonna try and make a layout for this game. You know how like the Pokemon YouTubers, they make their fucking fancy layouts with the Pokemon game, with the 2 screens on either side and whatnot. I'm gonna do that. Obviously, I can't see it right now because I'm recording this game, but I'm never gonna do that. Anyway, Starly's attack. Oh no. Now, this has always been a tough choice for me because I like all of these Pokemon. Turtwig is my favorite, probably, of these starters. But like, I don't know who to go with. I don't want to dwell on this too long, but then again, that will increase video length, so I think for the purposes of this, the Nuzlocke, who would be the most effective Pokemon in the long run? I think. Because I'm thinking about early game and which Pokemon will struggle. Like, Piplup's gonna struggle in the second gym, so that's probably not the best choice. I think, oh man, this is so hard. I think I'm gonna go with Chimchar though. I usually don't pick Chimchar in Pearl, I usually pick Turtwig. Not that that matters, but I think for our sake, we're gonna pick Chimchar. This little monkey. Oh, another rule about Nuzlocke: you have to nickname your Pokemon. because, well, I mean, it's so you get more attached. So when they inevitably die, you know, you're even sadder because you lose a friend, not just Pokemon. But Pokemon are your friends, so you know. And now we're hit with the Gen 4 battle. The Gen 4 battle style, where it's just slow as fuck. Gen 4's battles are just incredibly slow. Like, just aggressively slow. Jesus Christ. I wish there was a hotkey to fucking fast forward, which I don't know if there is, but I don't think I'm gonna be fast forwarding as much because I just the hotkeys, I don't know what they are, and like I don't want to have to keep moving my mouse. And yeah, he picks Piplup because this is a harder game. They choose the one that is strong against mine. Dawn comes back and like, oh no, you guys used the Pokemon. Ugh, I can't believe I was so stupid and left my briefcase here. Jeez. Well, Dawn, if you were actually smart and paid attention, you wouldn't have left the briefcase there. Now would you have? Yeah, let's go. Your Pokemon's hurt. My Pokemon is doing just fine. Fuck. So yeah, guys, I guess a question for all of you is, what's your favorite Pokemon game? I know I'm a big fan of Gen 4. I like all the games, Pearl, Diamond, Platinum. And then the remakes, of course, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which I think maybe are my favorite games. But guys, what is your favorite? Are you a Gen 1er? Are you a smelly, stinky Gen 1er? Or do you like newer Pokemon games? Or is Black and White your favorite? I know when Black and White first came out, a lot of people were kind of shitting on it because because the Pokemon were just so different, and I don't know. It just felt like they were shitting on it, is the thing. I know nowadays people are very like, oh yeah, Black and White was such a good game, were such good games, and it was a good region, and it was a good generation of Pokemon. Because, I mean, it definitely was, but I think people back then were not thinking that, so. But that's the thing, right? Things get better. Some things get better with time. Some things just don't, and some things just are not. And finally, I get running shoes. Fucking back when Pokemon games didn't immediately have you being able to fucking run because you needed special shoes for that. Fucking annoying. Ah, yes, running shoes. Now, the Nuzlocke... Oh, another thing, Nuzlocke doesn't officially start until I get some Pokeballs. So right now, I can't catch anything because I have no Pokeballs. Starly, again, this would be a great addition, but if I get a fucking Bidoof, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Oh, Starly just keeps growling at me. Lord have mercy. How sad would it be if I just lost this battle? And then the Nuzlocke just ends before it even fucking begins, because I'd lose Chimchar immediately. It just, oh man, everything is just so slow in this game. It's really annoying just how slow it all is. I think that guy up there will give me a potion, but which I did. There's the Bidoof, the best Pokemon in the whole world. Everyone knows this. It's just the best. Now I seriously need some fucking I need Ember or something, because this is annoying. All these early Pokemon have fucking Growl. Cool. And now I'm level 6. Hooray. Yeah, they really made Pokemon way easier. A lot of people don't realize just how much easier. Well, that's not true. Everyone knows that Pokemon is so much easier nowadays. But back then, I mean, your Pokemon didn't fucking start with the fucking a stab move. Didn't learn that until 3 levels later. But I mean, Gen 6, I know the starters started with their stab moves, and I think Gen 7 as well. It's been a while since I played Gen 7. Gen 8, I think you learned it after the first level up. And maybe Gen 9 as well. But back then, it took a minute to get some stab moves. Like, you did not get stab moves. You did not get your stab move early, so you're kind of shit out of luck. Anyway, here's the next town. And there's Dawn, holding my hand. As if this isn't the same fucking Pokemon game that they released multiple times before. I see, this Pokemon needs to be rather happy. Yes. Yes, I will nickname it. It is a boy, male Pokemon. I don't know what to name it. I'm thinking... Well, hey, since that new game came out, right? How do you spell Wukong? Woo... I'm just gonna spell it how I sound it because I don't wanna... Whoops. Wukong. Wukong is what this will be called. The Monkey King. I feel like that's appropriate given the game that recently released. I don't know how long this episode's gonna be going for also. I mean, I think I might just end it when we get to the next town. Or city, I mean. That, of course, being Jubilife City. Yes, yep, you study Pokemon, I know this. You're a Pokemon professor. All regions have them. And you all do basically the same thing with just different fields of study. Yes, I will, except I won't because I'm definitely not completing the Pokedex. Pokemon topics of discussion. They getting rid of the national dex. Do you guys like that? Do you guys hate that? I know a lot of people hate it, but at the same time, I understand because there's just so many Pokemon, right? There's like over 1,000 now, so like you can't really do the national dex effectively, especially now when we're doing 3D models, and it just means you gotta model each Pokemon, except, I mean, they already fucking have the models, right? Because remember, they stole it from X and Y. They didn't make new models for Sword and Shield. They just stole it from X and Y, Sun and Moon. They just stole the models. They reused those models, even though they said they didn't do that, but everyone knows they did. Like, come on. There's nothing wrong with it either. I mean, you have the models, you may as well just use them. Is what I think. It just saves time, it saves money probably, so like, why not? And then you can invest that money into actually making the game look good. Which they don't do, because, I mean, you've seen Sword and Shield. That game looks like garbage. This is yep. I understand, Dawn. This is a Pokemon Center. I understand. But like, and yeah, this is a Pokemon too. In later gens, they are combined, and you know, they're combined. That's right. You need to let your family know I'm gonna be doing things. So you need to backtrack right now, son of a bitch. Oh, Dawn, why do you make me do these things? Also, I like how Dawn says, you need to let your family know, as if there's more than just one person living in my house. So actually, I could get like 3 encounters right off the bat, because I'll get, you know, I have the lake encounter, and then I get Route 201 encounter, and then I get Route 202 encounter, I think. Is that route up there? It makes sense if it was that route, given numbers. But yeah, I can get 3 encounters. So I can get a Starly and a Bidoof and a Shinx, because you can find Shinx up there. And Shinx is one of those Pokemon that everyone who plays Gen 4 uses, along with Staraptor and Lucario, Garchomp, you know, one of the starters obviously. Roserade is another big one. I definitely would like a Roserade. Everyone who plays Gen 4 already knows what Pokemon like they're gonna use and what are the good Pokemon, right? Gible, like Garchomp, obviously, Lucario. I already went through this. You know, and if you're a Pokemon fan, you know this is nothing new here. We've all seen this game. We've all played this game. We've all played Pokemon. Therefore, we've all played every game because each Pokemon game is basically the same with just a different coat of paint. But yeah, I still don't have Pokeballs, so I can't catch anything in this grass. Go Wukong. Hell yeah. Scratch. Ooh, big hit. Oh yeah, in Gen 4, I think crits do like double damage. Which I don't think is the case anymore. But back then, it fucking did double the fucking damage. That's a lot of damage. So if someone crits me, I'm in a world of hurt. Motherfuck. God damn it. If you guys actually enjoy this, please leave a like. And if you don't enjoy this, then leave a dislike. It's not gonna affect me as much because I know this is bad and I know it's not good and I know that there are better Let's Plays of Pokemon out there. Because there are actual Pokemon YouTubers who actually do this for a living and they know what they're talking about. And yeah, this is just the first for me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, look, a stab move, Ember. That's exactly what I want and what I need. Oh, and also, when you're going to catch Pokemon, if you kill the Pokemon you're trying to catch, you get nothing. You lose. You get no Pokemon on that route. So, count your days. But yeah, I'm expecting there to be a lot of missteps. Because this is my first real Nuzlocke that I'm actually really doing. And there's Dawn. She's gonna teach us how to catch Pokemon, which I'm just not gonna acknowledge or bother. But yeah, guys, this is my first Nuzlocke. So if there's problems, and there will be problems, don't be rude. I play Pokemon. I'm not like no life in Pokemon, right? Like I just play it. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking like, min-max everything, which I definitely should do. But I don't do that because, well, I'm not no life in Pokemon. But yeah, I mean, Dawn's telling us that, oh yeah, this is a perfect time for a Pokeball when they're still in green health, but no, it's not true. Don't listen to her. She's an idiot. So yeah, guys, my first Nuzlocke, and I think it's gonna turn out as well as you'd probably think for a first Nuzlocke. I don't think it's gonna be bad, I don't know if it's gonna be any good. It's gonna be a lot of grinding, right? In these earlier games, there needs to be a lot of grinding because, I mean, XP share, first of all, isn't on by default, so there isn't that. Secondly, like, it's gonna take a while because, like, in a Nuzlocke, you want all your Pokemon to be relatively the same level. Because then you get under level Pokemon and you're like, oh, like, I need to train them up now, and it's gonna take some time. I don't know if I want to think about. I'm definitely not gonna cheat, right? Because that'd be scummy. I don't want to cheat because that's just bad, and I definitely won't be doing that. Anyway, Bidoof first encounter. This is my lake encounter, which I guess I could have saved for later, but like I really don't want to just risk having a Bidoof and then also having a not Bidoof. I hope that he doesn't die. It's just a Bidoof. It won't live another scratch, I don't think. This is the type of things you need to think about. Like, will it live? Will it die? Can I kill it right now? And I think this catches. There's no reason it doesn't. Something that I really hate about Pokemon is the catching system. Like, if it shakes 3 times, they shouldn't be allowed to break out, I think. It should just catch automatically. Give a nickname to Bidoof. This is God. Why? I'm not entirely sure, but everyone treats Bidoof like a god, so... Oh, shit. This is a girl. That's a girl Bidoof. That's goddess, actually. Whoops. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna catch another thing on Route 201, but not before I heal my Pokemon. Alright. Back out and doing games. Now, oop, not that one. I keep pressing Y, thinking that is X. Let's see, we got Bidoof. Actually, yeah, let's look at their natures. Lax nature? I don't know what that means. I don't know what all the natures are also, so... So, lax nature. This thing has high attack, high special attack, and high speed. So this dude's fast, but he's not very bulky, which makes sense because he's a monkey. Let's see if I can't find a Starly now. A Pokemon I will actually use in actual game. That is a Bidoof. I already have a Bidoof. Great. Now let's find a Starly, I think. Hey, there we go. Starly, Starly, Starly. I think of all the Pokemon games, I think Gen 4 might be the hardest. That might be a little Will he die to an Ember? There's no reason to risk these things, right? I just scratch him instead. Don't get a crit. Okay. It was a crit. Oh, it was a crit. Well, that's not the best, but... Well, let's catch this thing now. Obviously, I want Starly to, you know, be strong like my Wukong here. What am I gonna name this guy? This is a dude. That's a good question. I don't know what to name. I'm really bad at giving nicknames because I just never do that ever when I play Pokemon. I just don't really. I'm not good with names, and I just don't know. Also, I think I didn't do that so I could learn the names of the Pokemon back then. But now I know all the Pokemon basically. So what the fuck am I calling this bird? I'm just gonna call him G. Any Persona fans out there? You get that? You know who that is? I don't know why I did that. I think it's just because that the Figma Akechi and all the Figma Persona 5 figures are staring down at me as I play. Well guys, I was going to actually wait until we get to the next town, but I think this video has been going on for a little too long, so I'm gonna stop here actually. I think we got some good stuff done today. We got the Pokédex, we were able to catch Pokemon. It's great. It's great and I like it and it's good. And you know, yeah. I don't know how to do outros or anything. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, but yeah, you can catch this series later when it comes out, because right now I don't know what I'm doing. Come back next time.